Hello everyone, this is Chuck again. I wanted to make this video about the Shroud of Turin and about how this, like about everything else in Christianity, is as see-through as a window. This is just more mindless nonsense that separates the people that can think for themselves from the people who are mindless slaves to the lying words from authority figures. The whole story of Christianity negates the possibility of the Shroud of Turin being real. It's so silly that you just don't even see it. It's just more of this mindless crap that is propagated throughout our society. Just like all these stories that you see on the news about the Jesus on the pancake or the Jesus on the tortilla chip and all this mindless jibber jabber. The Shroud of Turin is exactly the same. It's the same thing. The whole story of Christianity negates the possibility of the Shroud of Turin being real. And here's why. It's real simple. Well, the Christian story says that Jesus died, and then after 3 days he was resurrected. So right there in and of itself, well, if Jesus was only in the Shroud of Turin for 3 days, do you think that that's going to leave a picture perfect imprint of Jesus's image on that blanket 2,000 years later? It's nonsense. 3 days is not going to do it. It'd be different if Jesus died and then, was in the shroud for, 2,000 years. Then, maybe the possibility, it'd still be shaky, but at least the possibility could exist that it is real. But after 3 days, there's no possible way that it would be enough time to leave a perfect facial imprint of Jesus on the shroud. Like I said, the whole story of Christianity negates the possibility of the Shroud of Turin being real. And people just don't get it. I'll talk to Christians about this and I'm better than you. That's all there is to it. That's all these little pukes can do. They're a bunch of condescending little pukes. And anytime you challenge anything, no matter how easy to see through it is, it doesn't matter. They'll ignore you. That's why I decided to stop talking to these monkeys and just make my own channel and have my own religious monologue for once. These people don't want to have a monologue with you. They don't want to have, pardon me, they want to have a monologue with you, not a dialogue. That's the whole thing. Dialogue means two, meaning there's an exchange of conversation. They don't want that. They want a monologue. They want to go, 7 is 6, 3 is 1, hate means to love less, up is down, blah, blah, blah. People magically appear from out of nowhere, blah. And I need to save you with this. Bullcrap. Everything that they say is just mindless monkey nonsense that is as transparent as a window. And the Shroud of Turin is just more of this mindless nonsense. There's no way that after 3 days, Jesus would leave a perfect image of himself in the Shroud of Turin. It's not possible. 3 days is not enough time. Maybe if he were buried for 2,000 years, that would be possible. Oh, but the story of Christianity negates that possibility. Oh, he arose from the dead after 3 days. Well, then that should tell you everything you need to know about the fact that the Shroud of Turin is just more of this mindless, mystical nonsense that the church goes out of their way to propagate for us all, like these statues of, the crying Virgin Mary and all this mindless, mystical nonsense. And the Shroud of Turin is just more of this. It's as easy to see through as a window. The Shroud of Turin is a fraud. There's no way that after 3 days the image of Jesus would be perfectly saved in the shroud, visible 2,000 years after the fact. Get real. The Shroud of Turin is a fraud and a fake, and anybody that could possibly believe this crap is a Christian. 7 is 6, 7 is down, 3 is 1, black is white, hate means to love it. Get a fucking clue, you mindless monkeys. Take your brains back. For the love of God. God didn't give you a brain to stop the echo in your skulls. Use it. There's no way that 3 days would be enough time to make this imprint in the Shroud of Turin. It's a fraud. Anybody with a half a brain can figure that out. which pretty much excludes all Christians. Top of the morning star to you.